Final Fantasy 13, and a new game, which you guys have been asking me to play for about a month, and a lot of people have been saying we just can't wait for variety on Saturday night, the premiere of Amnesia, The Bunker. So let's talk about what happened all day long. Warning, when I do this, I'm honest with my audience. I tell you the truth. I don't sugarcoat anything. If you don't like honesty, then don't watch this show, because that's what I do here. That's the whole point of the Daily Wrap, to tell you exactly how the day went, what we did, and all of that, and my opinions on it. And, you know, some people are just so sensitive about shit. They can't take the truth, right? They don't want to hear it. How dare you talk about this or that? Well, I talk about stuff and I'm honest, and that's going to be the point. I actually would love your feedback on this video about how today went, because I'm actually very curious about how something went, and we're going to talk about that right now. Okay? Contributions are mandatory, or not. Stream tonight was Amnesia The Bunker's premiere. Now, ever since Amnesia The Bunker was going to come out in May, people were excited and said they wanted to see me play it. Then it got bumped to early June, and this was the kiss of death, as I said it was going to be. The game came out amongst Zelda, Street Fighter 6, and Diablo. When it came out, no one talked about Amnesia The Bunker. It's as if the game never existed, which is sad, because the Amnesia games are pretty good horror experiences. And I was sad that this happened to the game, because people were like, were you going to play it still? And I was like, how could I possibly play it? You know, I'll be too busy with those other new releases. I told you guys, if you still wanted it, I would go back and play it once we had a chance. And now that we finished both Zelda and Diablo, we got night streams open and said, hey, what do you guys want? And the overwhelming feedback I received this week was, we want variety in Street Fighter. Don't just do random ranked. If you're going to do Street Fighter, do something like a community night or something like that. And we want Amnesia The Bunker, because that's horror, and that's going to add variety to the streams, okay? Now, stream. First of all, we had way too many people for this game. And what I mean by that is, you can tell when you have legit viewers and you have people coming in from hater streams. So, as I'm playing the game, I notice the attendance is going up, and we go from 300 to over 400 viewers, and I'm like, wait a minute. This is not, you know, this is a game that's a month old. It's not a super hyped game. Why do we have this many? And then, of course, what ends up happening, and I didn't talk much about this on the stream because I didn't want to derail it, is that we had a bunch of trolls coming in, being stupid shitheads, doing tips and stuff that were very disgusting and insulting and stuff, and I just ignored it. I didn't talk about it on stream, but you can tell when morons are coming in from a restreamer. So someone out there must have been restreaming, and they sent their goons over. So here's the stream. It says 400 or 500 people watching, yet in the chat, you're noticing you're not seeing that, right? You're not. I would say the chat was 50% fans, 50% newcomer, hater, troll, idiots sitting there. And, you know, thanks to those who were there to legitimately enjoy the game. And you know, in general, it's a little bit tougher to focus on a game when you have that going on. Just being honest, the troll element, you know, you got to try to control the stream. At one point, I was moderating myself, and then finally a moderator came in to help, which was really nice. Thank you to that moderator. You know who you are. You know, it is what it is. It's par for the course around here. But here's what I observed, okay? In general, it doesn't seem like there's much interest in this game. I'm going to be honest with all of you, all right? This was a troll element tonight. The reason that we had those viewers was because there were trolls coming in to see if someone would support this game, which did not happen, all right? Here's what happened. I got 2 super chats, and it took all night for that, by the way. I got 1 new member, and I got 2 tips.
Flashback.
Well, tips, where are they?
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Lowest, I'm not kidding, lowest support night this year up to now. Literally the lowest amount of support I got in 2023 for any stream. Now, could it have just been a night of bad luck? Yeah, it might have been. But what I'm getting the vibe is that there's people who like me as a variety streamer. However, this doesn't necessarily mean that the content that I'm putting out, because it's samey content, like a lot of Street Fighter 6, that is bad. What it means is that you get people who essentially don't have anything to talk about, so they get bored, and now they want me to change it up so now they can complain. So, for example, I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct, legally, everything was right, and now I get fucked. If I'm playing Street Fighter 6, generally, support's decent. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's decent. Usually the gameplay's good, the streams have a good vibe to them, and Street Fighter 6 is good. Do I rage? Of course. That's par for the course. But what's happened is, in the last month and a half that I played Street Fighter 6 a lot, the trolls don't have anything to do anymore. Because what are they going to talk about? Street Fighter 6 all day? Even they get bored because they're idiots. They don't even understand competitive fighting games, so they have nothing to say. So literally, they sit around with their thumb up their butt every time I'm playing Street Fighter 6 with nothing to do. So they have been actually trying to get me to play other games, because they want me to play another game that then they could have a night like tonight where it's a horror game. Oh, let's disrupt his stream. Let's get trolls in the chat. Let's get troll tips going his way so that he'll be distracted, right? So he can't enjoy the game. And then at the end of the night, let's actually say, oh, look, he had a horrible night with no support, right? This is literally exactly what they've been wanting all along. By the way, I'm not saying that everyone who wanted to see me play Amnesia the Bunker is a troll. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is you can tell the vibe from a certain kind of stream. So I went from, oh, this is cool, there's hype for a horror game tonight, to, wow, literally the hype was fake all along. Yeah, there's some people who wanted it, but actually more than half the viewing audience tonight is a bunch of trolls who are just sitting around to not support but be insulting jerks, right? And I feel like there's little to no real demand for this game. I'm just being honest. You could disagree with me, and I would love to hear your feedback on this subject if you were there live or not. You know, isn't it interesting that even though attendance was up, the chat was quite silent. There was a lot of trolling in the chat that moderators had to take care of. I was getting troll tips all night, and it was the lowest support night of 2026. Or, excuse me, 2023. The whole year. The slowest night of the year. Don't you think if there were over 400 legitimate viewers that maybe a few of them would have wanted to support this playthrough that they've been asking for so much recently? And now I
went super late. Alright guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm frustrated for two reasons. Reason number one, because yeah, the game does suck. I really did not like tonight's stream. And in addition to that, as you guys can see, I stayed extra late for you guys, and basically it amounted to nothing. No one's really supported, which pisses me off. It does. That I'm playing a game, obviously it's frustrating. A lot of people showed up to watch it because you saw how frustrating it was, and no one supported. Yeah, that does upset me, okay? It would have been one thing if I'm staying late, and people are laughing, having a good time, and a few people are at least supporting the stream, but no one did. And that really upsets me. I'm gonna hope that tomorrow when I finish it, there will be some support. Because it is pissing me off that I just stayed extra late, and I got nothing for it. You know, the game's not even good. You know, if this were me, I'm not even exaggerating. If this were me not streaming, playing this, I would have just turned the game right off and said, fuck this, I'm not playing this anymore. But the fact that I'm now 5 hours into it, obviously I want to finish it. You know, but I toughed it out for you guys tonight, and I got nothing out of it.
Get it, you know, this is exactly what it is. These idiots wanted me to play this game because they can't do anything when I play Street Fighter, because that gets supported and there's good gameplay and they can't say shit. So they want me to play something different, so now they can act like, oh, look at this. You know, well, I'll be honest, I think what's happened is there really isn't much demand for the bunker, just being honest here. Not to say that I don't like the game, I thought I liked it fine. But I think that there really was no demand for it, or very little demand for it. It was basically trolls pissed off. They wanted something to make fun of, or a different kind of stream that they could take advantage of. Because it's a month old, and quite frankly, it's in the same vein as the other Amnesia games. It literally is. It plays like the other Amnesias. It's nothing different. It's just a different location and plot, but it is just another Amnesia game. Nothing. It doesn't feel that special. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that if you like the Amnesia formula. What I'm saying is it's not standing out. It's not, oh my god, this one's so much different than the others because of this amazing improvement or this. Not really. It feels like another Amnesia game. I'm sure that it'll be interesting as we get further in or whatever, but yeah, like, I actually, now I'm starting to believe that it was bullshit all along. That yes, there was a few people who wanted horror, but it wasn't the majority of my viewers. That if I had done another Street Fighter night tonight, or maybe, here's the other thing, and this is what I was saying to people at the end of my stream tonight. This game didn't need to be played. There's many things we could do. We could have gone back to Elden Ring. Elden Ring was doing very well when I was doing my Return to Elden Ring playthrough. Their attendance and the support was good on those streams, and that's been on hold for 2 months. We could go back to Elden Ring, right? Or there's other things out there. There's other Game Pass games. There's retro games we could be playing right now. Throwback stuff. We're not limited, so limited in games to be played that we have to play in Amnesia the Bunker right now. You know what I'm saying? So, sadly, yeah, I hate to say it, I do feel like I kind of got duped. I feel like I was listening to mostly the wrong people. Although, again, I know there are legit fans who were looking for this. Some of them were here tonight. Thanks to anyone who was here tonight. It was a positive influence and or did support the stream. I'm not even kidding, 5 people who did. There were 5 people who contributed tonight. But outside of that, I know for a fact it was a bunch of bullshit. These people trying to derail stuff and get it to the point where they can make fun of it again. And they, you know, they feel like they succeeded tonight, which is funny because I didn't read any troll messages from these idiots. I just ignored them. But yeah, you know, it's disheartening when I felt like there was going to be momentum. There was going to be hype for this. People were excited, and I played it. I'm like, where is everyone? Half of my audience is trolls, and it's the slowest supported stream of the year. Like, what is going on here, right? So here's the deal. I've actually heard the bunker's short. I've heard it's about a 6 to 8 hour game, tops. Like, even if you suck at it and you die a ton, it's still around 6 to 8 hours. So, I don't know. What I would like is feedback. Here's what I would like you to do. If you could leave comments on the Amnesia videos or on this video, and I'll talk to people about it tomorrow on the podcast as well. Is this a game we want to continue with? Or is it a one and done where you know what it is? Okay, it's the same as the other Amnesias. Meh, go and do something else that's more interesting. I want to play what people find interesting. When I have a night that's more than half trolls and the slowest supported stream of the year, that's your way of telling me you didn't find it very interesting. Okay? So, let me know what else you would want then. And I'm open to listening to your feedback. If you want me to not play this again and do something different on Monday night, I will do that.